Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
It's Chris Bowling. How are you?
Good, CB. We are coming up on football bowl season in a few weeks.
So much fun.
College basketball's kicked off. I'm thinking about sports. I'm thinking of some of our background.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to this has been the time when you had finished up your football season. I was just kicking off basketball. Not like we were getting any NIL deals at that point in
no, we were
little tiny school athletics in college, but it made me just start thinking through, like, we talk a lot about how we coach our clients, how we've coached our team, but really, like, why are we that way when we're working in the business world? Why do we focus so much on the concept of coaching?
Keeping it into perspective, you and I played at very small universities, and there is a
very small
big difference between a D3 athlete and a D1 athlete. So for all you D1 athletes, we don't believe we were ever D. So
no, not at all.
We had fun, we enjoyed it, but no matter what, any young child coming out of high school that can make the leap into college, it took an insane amount of discipline. You would have had to start making those decisions before you were a freshman, that this is something in my brain. I think I really want to do this. I don't know if I can be successful at it. But both of us had to make a choice sometime in our younger, either middle school or high school, that we wanted to do this. And from that point on, I think we had to raise the level to be more disciplined, to say, I'm going to work out when I don't want to work out. I'm going to practice when I don't feel well. Of course, we had to balance sports life with education, and I think all of that took an insane amount of discipline. I can't imagine what the D1 athletes go through, because that's
we're definitely not on that level. But you are right. I remember it was my sophomore year of high school, and I realized I loved baseball, but in Illinois we were playing spring baseball, and that meant you were playing snow baseball, and that's no fun. So I was like, if I'm going to practice in a gym, why am I practicing baseball? Let's go full speed basketball, and I want to go play in college. And you're exactly right. I mean, it just changed that focus, that was the main thing, and that was the overall goal. Whatever it takes, I'm going to work my tail off to get to that point.
Yeah, and I see it clearly in you, because you're very, like, whenever we get done with a meeting, you are immediately writing down. Well, through the meeting, you
have a point.
Both of us write down. It's just we can read what you write down. I can't read what I've written down.
Back to that whole balancing sports and education, and writing, not so much your biggest success.
But I have noticed that you're disciplined to make sure that everything we talk about in that meeting is written down. And then it's the discipline of, we got to follow up. We got to do the stuff that we've said we're going to do, regardless of how long that day is, no matter how exhausted you are. It's, hey, this is what we said we were going to do. Now we have to do it. I mean, we see a lot.
Well, and I think a lot of that comes back to athletics. When I realized I've made it to an NAIA basketball school, and yes, I'm thankful that I can play in college, but this is it. There's no next level for me. This is the sunset of my basketball career. It was like, all right, I've learned how to be so disciplined in training and practice and getting up when I didn't want to. How do I translate that? And it just was natural to translate into discipline within, at that point, early sales career. And now, disciplined with what we want to do to help our clients out.
So I'm going to shift that, because it's about the time of the year, right, that we're thinking about New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yes.
And I have not had a great 2023 of keeping up with a good diet. I've not had a great 2023 of working out on all the days that I said I was going to work out. And it's time to get disciplined. It's time to make a plan that night and stick to the plan. And so all you all that are out there thinking about New Year's resolutions, I guess I'm going to have to join the crowd, create one, and actually live up to it, which is the hardest part. I mean, we're all busy. You're all busy. And man, how do you fit it into the day? Some people are morning workout people. I'm not. I never have
Yep.
been. But the problem when you're not a morning workout person is, man, you're exhausted at the end of the day. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah. Takes a lot of energy. Well, I know while we're recording this, the day we're recording this, we're actually going through our planning session later today, where we're planning our year. And I think part of that is not just what do we want to share on LinkedIn and social media, what do we want to share with our clients, how do we want to plan out our responsibilities as a team, but then also how are we setting our own personal goals, because that's got to be a piece of it. I mean, we can't just have business goals as we go through that. But I do agree. I mean, this is the time when you start thinking about what's new for the new year, whether it's a New Year's resolution or it's just, I'm going to get back to a certain schedule or certain expectation. This is a good time to reset and think about it.
You know, all the reading I've done around this, you've got to have a partner who is accountable.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I think when we get done with this day today, it'll be 4:30-ish. I think us three will eventually come together and say, all right, this is your personal goal, buyer. You're going to have to keep me accountable, because if not,
yeah,
man, I don't want to go through 2024 like I did 2023. I don't feel well, just because I'm not eating as clean as I should, and I'm not working out like I should.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, and this is it. Back to what we would talk about with coaching. You have a bad game, you have a bad practice, you just don't feel well. You've got to go back to the basics and set your routine up again and just go back to it. And repetition helps. So, all right, I'm going to kick your butt now. That's the plan. Okay. Likewise, I'm sure you will do for me. So
hopefully all this fat won't still be there, but in the next year.
I think it's a good topic to share. And it's fun to just think back to how things have progressed now into, the middle parts of our careers based on what we started thinking about when we were teenagers. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So for all you loyal people that love to laugh, because typically we like to make you laugh, hey, send us something on LinkedIn, man. If you need somebody to dog you about working out, we will do that. So
yes, absolutely.
For sure. Now we're going to
good topic, CB.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll see you.
Good to see you.